Good day, YouTube. I think today's the 3rd of April 2023, and what we're looking at here is a 2811 snapper rear engine rider with a bagger. I picked this up from a buddy a week or two ago. It's the type of guy that, this was his son's. This is the type of guy that knows a little more about the condition of things that he's selling than he would ever let on. He told me in his text to me when he asked if I was interested in it that it had new battery, for example. And so he told me that it throws the deck belt, so it probably needs a new belt. Didn't tell me really anything else. And he told me what he wanted for it. He wanted $175 for it, and I said no. I'm maybe a buyer at $125, but again, he told me it had a new battery. When he brought it over, there was no battery in it, and he brought me this core battery. So he brought me this core battery, and I'm like, "Where's that new battery you told me about?" And he goes, "Oh, you wanted that?" And I'm like, "It was part of the deal." So I gave him 100. I said, "I'll give you the other 25 when you bring the new battery." Well, he came back by, and I gave him 25, and he handed me this battery, which is 3 years, 3 months old, which is nowhere near a new battery in the world of lawnmower batteries. If you've owned one, you understand that's usually about what you get out of them at the end of their life. So anyway, that is battery scented. I did charge it up, and I think it's fine. So I've just drug this out. I had just shoved it in the back. I wasn't even going to deal with it this year, but I'm having a rough time getting some parts for another project, so I maybe have a little bit of time to deal with this. I put a key in it, and I put the battery in it, and it doesn't crank. The solenoid does click, which means, we're not worried about safeties or anything like that. I think the solenoid's probably bad. Somebody like that would have known about that. He did pull start it when he brought it. Took forever to get it to start, but he did pull start it. So I told myself at that point, it needs a carburetor, and needs a deck belt, and needs whatever else. Evidently, it's going to need a solenoid. So I grabbed a putty knife, and I exposed the solenoid on the other side. I'm going to go across the terminals with this putty knife in an effort to crank it over, and maybe it'll start and run. So it's behind that black cover right there. It's got this plastic push pin keeper things in it, and I took one of them and spread it out so I could get the cover off, and just opened it up. There's two more on the other side I just left there. So we'll turn the key on. I'm going to go across the solenoid, and if it cranks over, then well, we know we got a bad solenoid. We need to order one. I did order a carburetor for this today, and a belt today. My dog interrupts. We've been displaced from our house while we have all of our plumbing replaced and a brand new bathroom built. And anyway, we have all the dogs here. It's been a challenge. All right, let's try this. Key on. Okay. Going across. Well, it's definitely solenoid, but it should have fired by now. I'm going to take it off the choke. Choke is now off. Well, all I've done so far is check the oil. I haven't looked at anything else. It's not firing right up now, is it? Well, not great, but it's not working. Oh boy. I'm gonna pull the plug out of it and see what we got. Always curious what's in these. From the outside it looks new. But we'll see if it is even the right plug, you know. These are great mowers. I love these things, obviously. If you're familiar with my channel, you know I'm a snapper fan. Oops, let's just throw that on the ground. Alright, the plug that was in it's a BKR5E NGK. Yeah, I'm not feeling it. It's also very gas fouled. So, we have a lot of clues here. So it was flooded. I don't like this plug, I don't think. I'm going to have to look it up. So most Briggs engines use the Champion 12Y RC plug. Best I could tell, this is no different than those. So let's hop in the shed and find one. Autumn, go to the shed. Let's go to the shed, sweetie. Autumn will show you where those are kept. Go in the shed, sweetie. Let's show them where the spark plugs are, sweetie. Yep. You want to go in? You want to go in? You want me to? Go ahead. Go ahead. Show them where the spark plugs are. Crash. Yeah, they're over here, Dodd. Right up there on the shelf. Oh, thank you, sweetie. Yes, they are. We are well stocked on those plugs. We should gap them real quick while we're in here, though. Gap them quick. Spark plug gapper. These should be 30 thou. They usually come pretty close, but you should always check them. Oh, that one's at 35. 35 is too much. 28, 29, 30. It's right where you want it. 30 thou. Alright. Throw my garbage away. Autumn, we're going back to work on the tractor, okay? Yeah. Thank you, sweetie. Okie doke. Let's put this in. See if it makes any difference. I didn't cross-reference the one I took out. I don't know if it's right or not. Didn't like the look of it. Never pulled one of them out before. So we'll put this in and see if she'll start. The pre-filter was pretty gross. It hadn't been changed way too long. Let's see. By Braille again. Autumn, let it be. They sure thread in a long ways. Think it'll make all the difference? Is the key still on? Key's still on. Okay, we're mid-throttle, no choke at the moment. Let's see what happens here. Going for choke. Alright, we're going for starter fluid. Try it. We got no spark. I'll be darned. I'll be darned. I'm gonna do some thinking. All right, let's lock the brake clutch down. There we go. Might still be hooked up. So maybe she's ready to run now. Except for the stupid solenoid. I'm stepping on it now, a little deeper. Oh, key was off. Hang on. I gotta get everything right at the same time, don't I? Switch is still hooked up. Well, no blade engagement. So anyway, we got some work to do on this thing. The belt is ordered. The carburetor is ordered. Obviously needs both. Kind of bad. And other than that, it does run. Like we got the rest of it figured out. We'll get it parked and we'll reconvene here in a couple days.